Why be Catholic? This is a question that has been posed by millions and millions of converts from around the world who have joined the Catholic Church. Why be Catholic? For some, the answer is a long one that involves many twists and turns that bring converts to the faith. But for others, though, we are Catholic because we were baptized and raised in that faith. For all Catholics, though, convert or cradle, Catholic, we must constantly allow Jesus to renew us in our faith and help us to be moved beyond the simple answers that we give to why I'm Catholic. As adults, it's no longer sufficient to say that I am Catholic because my parents are Catholic or I went to Catholic school. One answer that we maybe could give is that I'm Catholic because I believe that Jesus founded a church. It is clear to us from sacred scripture that Jesus never took the time to sit down and write down his own stories, thoughts, and feelings. He entrusted his wise words and the keys to the kingdom of the heaven to his disciples. In teaching them, walking with them, sharing his miracles with them, and breaking bread with them, he wrote on the hearts of his disciples the message of salvation, which they in turn brought to the ends of the earth. Now the Church continues her mission today, and while some other faith denominations would have you maybe believe that the Catholic Church doesn't have the authority to do so, Scripture, and frankly history itself, makes it abundantly clear that the Catholic Church is the sole authority on faith and morals. The idea or concept of a church was familiar from the very beginning of the Church. It's universally understood to be founded by Jesus Christ. The New Testament is full of references to the church and the ways in which the church should behave. Writing in the first century, St. Paul refers to ecclesia, the church, some 6 times in his letters, and there is no record of anyone standing up or accusing him of inventing something other than what Jesus intended. He speaks of the visible church as Christ's body, as Christ's spotless bride, as the community of Christian believers, as the household of God, and as the pillar or the bulwark of truth. He moreover writes of deacons and presbyters and bishops, giving good evidence that a Christian clergy was in existence as early as the first century. The Apostle John uses the term church several times in his epistle, and another 20 times in the book of Revelation, whose authorship is generally attributed to him. The Apostle Peter uses the term church in his first letter, and it can be found in the letter of James as well. Let us now turn to Jesus himself. For in St. Matthew's Gospel, Jesus says of Peter in front of the other disciples, "I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will never prevail against it." Unlike other thinkers and founders, Jesus left nothing in writing. What we do find is a stated intention to establish a church. What other evidence can be found of Jesus' project? Well, he carefully selected out of 12 apostles from among his many followers and gave them special training as well, as explaining many things to them in private that he did not announce to more general gatherings. This number 12 mirrored the 12 tribes of Israel, the people of God, and expresses an intention to establish a new Israel. Early Christians attributed significance to this special college of apostles surrounding Jesus. When Judas, one of the 12, betrays Jesus and later commits suicide, the Christian community hastens to appoint someone else to take his place. The appointment of successors to the apostles underscores the Christian sense that the apostles represented an institutional structure that was meant to continue through time, rather than a mere group of individuals. The apostles left behind them a structure, a community under the guidance of acknowledged pastors who built and sustained it. This was understood by all to be a fulfillment of the express wishes of Jesus. In their attempt to discredit Christianity, some seem uninterested in the historical facts at our disposal. A dispassionate look at the historical record even reveals something quite different from what the atheists and even other denominations propose. Jesus not only intended to found a church, he really did so, and the church is the Catholic Church, which you and I call home. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.